I'm on a mission to get you sewing. I put together a list of 10 items called the beebolt Basics to get you started. It's everything you need to really start sewing. An essential tool for sewing is a good pair of scissors. This is an all-purpose size. It's an 8-inch dressmaker shear. As you can hear, it has strong blades, it works beautifully, and it'll cut through fabric. This is one pair of scissors you're going to want to reserve just for your sewing basket, and make sure you tell everybody in your household that these are fabric-only scissors. The next 3 items on the list work together. They're involved with the cutting of straight edges. When you're doing this, instead of a scissors, you can use a rotary cutter. Basically, it's like a pizza cutter with a razor-sharp blade, and it's going to roll in the same exact way that a pizza cutter does. The cutting mat is a protective surface. You're always going to want to use this so you don't ruin your table or your countertop. The acrylic ruler is the same idea. It's going to enable you to make straight cuts and measure along the way. Next on your list, you're going to need some pins. What they're going to help you do is put 2 pieces of fabric together when they go through the sewing machine so that your seams stay together as it goes through. This way, when you pin the 2 layers together and as you're sewing along, it's easy to pull the pin out as you go. You don't want to sew over your pins. In your sewing machine, you also are going to need needles. These do need to be replaced on occasion, and there are also a variety of needles depending on the sewing you're doing. So it's inevitable when you're sewing that you're going to make some mistakes, and at that point what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to pull out your seam ripper, and you have to go in and actually individually pull up individual stitches, and you use this tool to cut into it and break the stitch. Obviously, one of the most important tools is going to be your sewing machine. Yes, you can stitch by hand. However, it's a little bit like working in the kitchen and not having a dishwasher. It's going to take a lot more time, it's not going to be as pleasant, and you're not going to get as much done. Another thing that is on the list, and even though it's related to the sewing machine, I call it out separately, you want to use your operation manual for the sewing machine. Each machine is different, and you might be in the middle of a project and the store that you bought the machine from is not open. It is a wealth of information, and it will help you learn how to do all kinds of things faster and more efficiently. So this should always be near your sewing machine. Other essential tools on the top 10 list are the iron and the ironing board. You're going to be pressing at the beginning of the project and the end. A good hot iron and a quality ironing board. This one is made in Italy and has a special attachment that enables you to iron a whole width of fabric. It's perfect for sewing and quilting. Last but not least, you need a positive attitude. Here at beebolt, we know that you can do it, and we're here to help you along the way.